Hello and welcome to episode 4 of our series playing as Curtis Lemay. Curtis Lemay has just gotten inaugurated as the President of the United States as George Wallace has failed in his mission to really segregate. I mean, he actually didn't do terrible. He did succeed somewhat, but not to the point where... like, one hell of a situation. President LeMay has no electoral mandate, no governing experience, and no heart for the job. The country's on their 5th president in just a few years, and the current one is not the man for the task at hand. Still, LeMay is the boss, the executive branch of the command. The NPP and Congress are loyal for now. He faces serious economy on how to proceed. He could play a role polished and carry out the NPP far-right platform best can or tit for tatting with the CNPP and the Dems and legislative acts as needed, but LeMay never personally gave a damn about segregation. Maybe it's an opportunity for him to become the maverick he was always meant to be. He's sure to be a one-term in office force integration through or become hell or high water, going down as a hero among the decent folk in America. Thus, it's an election. Gonna try and keep the NPP alive. Whatever. I don't think we got a good chance of doing that, but let's help elect the NPP. Oh. Nice. We have no chance. Well. Darn. Let's campaign in the, well... campaign the Great Plains, we have a chance while doing the Deep South and the Southwest. I think we're gonna go for the well, the Southwest is leaning. Southwest gives us a chance, and so does the Upper South. I think we're gonna go with the Southwest. We're just gonna try and get the South back on our side. If we can get the South, unify all of the South, which there's not a good chance we can do that, but there's a... I'll sure as hell try. 41 divisions. There we go. Send the tanks there. One hell of a situation. Moderate routes. Bombs away. Big Cigar's old trouble. Curtis LeMay, affectionately known as the man serving the Air Force's Big Cigar, took his seat behind the resolute destiny of Wallace wandered away absolutely before someone burst in the room telling him it was just a big joke. Shit, when Wallace had approached him to ask him to be his running mate, he never thought that the old bastard would actually get elected, and never in his wildest dreams was to imagine taking himself oath in Wallace's place. Wallace has left the party in uninevitably weak position, stripped other factions threatening to rip the NPP apart into two Dems. The NPP already is nipped on heels in chaos. Involved the nation's result of Wallace's less than advisable decisions. The Republican Democrats were a bunch of weak-ass, limp-wrist pansies that couldn't be trusted to protect America from the depredation of her enemies. The fire ravens in the NPP would rather set the country on fire than work together with... LeMay knew that it was up to him to bring America down from the boil simmer and ensure the NPP was able to stand united at the next election. RDs could not be allowed to take control, neither could the factionalists be permitted to tear the country party apart. True to form, President LeMay stuck a match himself to a Cuban cigar, puffed on, hollered, and his aides made him gin and tonic. He leaned back in his chair and blew smoke rings at the ceiling. He never asked the president or even really wanted it. Being the leader of the free world, it was sure gonna have its perks. LeMay smirked and decided what he was gonna do is spend the next few years in the White House. He might as well try and get the most of it. Bombs away. Welp. That's not good. We keep the cabinet, which is cool. I'm not quite happy with, we're getting some support, which is great, I guess. We're not doing fantastically well. Solid NPP campaign to Southwest, fantastic. Middling campaign. Here we go, do weapons. Moderate routes. PL meeting with Scoop, Southern Hospitality. Let's go with the appeal to the appeal to the hard Republicans. Let's campaign in the the upper south. Yeah, let's campaign the upper. Well, the Great Lakes. It's not a bad idea. Let's campaign in the Great Lakes. If we can get the Great Lakes on our side, that'll be fantastic. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it because it's such an RD victory, but whatever. (1967) elections. They've got a chance. The Yakais may do decent. I don't know. Oh, we don't have any manpower. Well, that sucks, because I don't know where to get it. Yep. Don't know where to get any. Crossway from Iberia, interesting. Polls are updated. Let's check on the horse race. Southwest is still tilting, not doing great, but we're not dead yet. We're not dead in the water yet. Southern Hospitality. Meeting with Scoop. Henry Scoop. It's gonna be the friends beginning of something beautiful. Good work, everyone. Masterful. Well, that's not good. We're probably gonna go for the Deep South. Well, yeah, Deep South, yeah. Let's campaign in the, well, Deep South, yeah. Great Plains. Let's go with the Deep South. We got a good chance in Deep South still. We still have a deep chance in a Deep South. Not a great chance, but we have a decent chance in a Deep South. Let's denounce Wallaceism. German missiles deployment in Ceylon. Japanese reports German regular movements on the island of Ceylon placed on nuclear warhead, Japanese boundaries. The world hangs on the balance once more. Trusting Wallace is the worst mistake both Lemay and his country ever made. His cavalier attitude towards racial segregation, his efforts to stand up federal institutions that keep his country together made a rotten peril damage to our nation. It's time to call a spade and time to call a spade and call out Wallace for the scumbag he is. Lemay utterly condemned Wallace's segregationist anti-federalist politics, who called for segregation to Wallace's government, and beyond this kind of a sort of party can work everyone. Let's check on the horse race. There's a couple of toss-ups, so that means we still may gain some seats, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, it's not good that we're on the verge of disaster, I can say that. I could say it's not good that we're on the verge of disaster. It's kind of bad, but whatever. We might be able to get some, well, Southwest. I still think we want to focus on the Southwest. That's still, I think, a good idea. Catholicism. Alienate the segregationists. Let's go for the Southwest again. Meeting with the widow Smith. In politics, we want something you ask a woman. England alone was not meant to be. First Germans are sure without possessions of their own. England's able to join the FN. England alone. Sure. Perfectly balanced. The NPP is a coalition 50%. The NPP is not what it used to be. Not at all. That's all for the NPP. Well, fantastic. The NPP is certainly not what it used to be. The NPP used to be something amazing, something great. It's certainly not that anymore. I wouldn't say. It's certainly not something as great as it used to be. I'll keep a closer eye on them. Next thing we're going for is the Great Lakes. I think the Great Lakes is a great place to go for next. Or we could go for the Deep South, but I think the Great Lakes is a great place to go for, because we can get the... Let's go on the horse race. Toss up there. Toss up there. Toss up everywhere. We're gonna get 1 or 2 senators, which is great. Let's campaign in the Great... Let's campaign the Great Lakes. We are not gonna lose the Great Lakes. We're gonna gain some support in the Great Lakes, and it's gonna be fantastic for the NPP. Right, cops is in the Civil War. Nothing good can come out of this. Well. The Rome Pact. Rome Pact's actually not quite strong, actually. Rome Pact's not weak at all. President, what does people do? Ever since the passage of Service and Redistribution Act of 1944, those who serve the country can rest assured the country shall serve them. Nowhere near enough a large present American depression. The fact that our veterans still feel neglected disrespect after defeating the war, it's time for the change. President Lemay drafting expansion GI Bill subsidies veterans can rest assured that they go to public university or state. They will be paid for in full and receive stronger pensions to unemployed benefits will ensure that veterans contribute to our economy and feel well rewarded for their... United Arab States, that's cool. Well, solid NPP campaign, fantastic. They were a respectable campaign. 36, that's good. We're gonna pass the GI Bill very easily. Very, very easily. Let's campaign in the Great Lakes again. Well, could campaign there, the Upper South. The Upper South looks like it's not the best. We could campaign in the Great Plains. The Great Plains is probably the best place to go for right now. Just in my personal opinion, I think the Great Plains is the best place to go for. Let's go with running on fumes. The earth bleeds. We shall not grow old. Check out the horse race. Toss-ups. There's a couple of toss-ups, which I think we might win 1 or 2 elections, which we're not going to win a whole lot of elections. We'll win a couple. And what matters is a couple may not be the best, sure, but it's better than nothing. It's better than absolutely nothing. I think we're slightly larger than them, yeah. We're slightly, very slightly larger. Well, maybe about the same, actually. Everything's bigger in Texas. The earth bleeds. What the hell are we paying these campaign advisors for? You know, what are we paying them for? You tell me, Curtis. Stranger in a strange land. Already on him. That's just a shot in the foot. He really is. Shot in the foot. Let's go with the deep south. Well, southwest. Go with the southwest. We're not try our best in the southwest. We're bigger in Texas. The Federal Energy Office. Increase NPP unity. Let's do that. Let's check out the horse race. Deep south. Southwest is tilting. I think we might win 1 seat. We're gonna win 1, so we're not gonna win a whole lot of seats, but we'll try our best, darn it. We'll try our best. It's sad that we're not gonna win a whole lot of seats. We might win 1 in Mississippi or 1 in Texas. Synthetic alternative. Best of luck to them, yes. Best of luck to them. Sell NPP campaign, so we may be able to counter there, maybe win a seat or 2. I can't tell you, honestly, because we're not doing too well. We're doing kind of bad, actually, to be honest with you. They run a respectful campaign. Process in elections. 1 for the far right, 1 for the Republicans. So it's just about, well, it's just about even. Well, is it even? There's still 35 national progressives. Just one more of them are far right. There's more far right. So, that's all that's changed, really. One more far right. Not a whole lot has changed, to be honest here. Not a whole lot has changed. Embrace of success. Synthetic alternative. With the prices. I think we're doing pretty decent. We're not doing phenomenal. We're doing okay. Good enough, I guess. Yeah, we can go back to this. Giving tax breaks for businesses, helping our GDP grow. Best luck to them. Prices, forced rationing. Senate elections are in. We have kicked LBJ out. The South is pretty brown. We've kicked LBJ out. Capital commodity. But I'm proud we've managed to kick LBJ out. LBJ is no longer in the Senate. It's to John Ben Shepherd and John Tower. We'll get it next time. Operational failure. Wow. Burgundian system, Adam Caldwell. He's not popular, I want to say, though, luckily. We'll lose 10 expertise, Langley's and Forrest, and for CIA's overseas. Well, that sucks. Recruit. What's our expertise? That's not good. We're trying to recruit another guy. Disaster averted. Well, darn. Anyway. Disaster averted. LBJ is not. Oh, look at LBJ. The man isn't even in the Senate. I don't know how he's leading them. He lost his election. Okay, I was in Cairo. Anyway, I don't care to do that, really. What's university tax break? Momentary embolism, back to normal-ish. Kind of still, I mean, they have a slight advantage on us, it looks like, yeah. The NPP is really just a party of... NPP far right. Yak eyes. We're doing pretty well in the South. We've got to finish making the South more NPP strong, and that, you know, that will do in the next few elections. Military schools. We need fresh meat for the grinder, and the freshest meat is ripe as soon as it leaves the school. Make sure those potential recruits don't go off to college or get a career. We need to send them careers directly to schools to steer them on the right path. We will fund a military recruitment drive the nation's schools. Give these involved recruiters setting up tables and giving pep talks. Serving our country can be great per capita. It should boost recruitment numbers, which is great. The American Nationalist. Let's get our GDP growth going first. Some businessmen who want the politicians to say they'll govern this country like they ran their companies. Well, President Lemay plans to run a company like a country like a company too, company of soldiers, that is. As CIC, Lemay will give orders to desegregate. By God, it shall be done. The armed forces will desegregate as soon as he pen leaves paper, and all Americans will soon do. Well, they think they are desegregated, but, well, whatever. We have such a large industry, it's truly amazing. We have such a large, it really is incredible. Tax rate for businesses, interesting. Tax rate for businesses. Hawkeyes are really growing at a decent rate. They're about almost as large as the far right NPP. Last time I could make salty about having a serve black people that pilgrim, but he'll be calmed down once he learns young Uncle Sam less money because of it. President Lemay will offer business a carrot alongside a stick. He'll slash business in order to promote his economic growth. This will hopefully boost his standing among the American businesses class and help give him support for his magnum opus civil rights legislation. An uncertain future ahead. The Iranian Civil War, yet another nation struggle for. Well, I honestly, I could not care less about Iran's civil war. I mean, I kind of don't even know what. The Iranian Civil War. I don't care about it. Sorry, Lemay does not care. Lemay does not want any. Lemay the war here, whatever you want to call him, does not want any wars. I don't want a war in this place. I can tell you that much. I don't want a war in Iran. Like, this is not what I want to have a war in. This does not look fun. This does not look fun at all. Nope, I'll pass on this. You guys can have fun in Iran. Well, second light of long lives, always one death from Utopia. Life does not forgive weakness. Adolf Hitler to last forever.
Heute Nachmittag seine Befehlsstand in der Reichskanzlei bis zum letzten Atemzuge gegen den Bolschewismus kämpfen für Deutschland gefallen ist.
Aside from forcing him to integrate, government does not need such heavy in private sector. Once someone's hit Lemay can get behind it. Federal government has no business playing in every shopkeeping country. Let our business come free to flourish. It will loosen business regulation, cut various programs that direct to the economy, will save money or budget, and allow businessmen freedom to contribute to the economy. Great. The American nationalists. Have pride, my fellow Americans. Have pride that the Han coal miner in Manchukuo, the Polish slave in the Upper Silesia, and the Frenchman deprived of humanity in Burgundy all look towards one side sensational, one course of light that shines a ray of hope in mankind, the last beacon of liberty and the humanity's last chance for emancipation. We, the United States of America, are that light. As long as we keep burning, it shall one day illuminate the entire world. Lemay gave a rousing, patriotic speech to unite the nation in anticipation for his upcoming Civil Rights Act. Hopefully this will mitigate the impact of rights have a stability on our nation. It's a pretty decent speech. The delay requires to go weaponry, and the clock moves closer towards midnight. I'll let Italy go against the... I'll let Italy be their enemy. The Rome Pact and deal with the Irons Pact. And the Co-Prosperity Sphere. Well, I guess they'll deal with the Irons Pact too. Luckily I have some forces in Europe. I mean, that's good, at least. Show them fascists how we do it down south. So we are hopefully going to... Oh, we can operate. Wow, we can do that. I think I'm gonna start diminishing the Republicans. I'm gonna start damaging the Republicans because they're the Democrats. We want to unite the South, so the Democrats may have to go. Democrats, you may have to go. The South historically furnished this country with some of its finest officers, and the North has provided material for its factories. We cannot afford to keep such a lopsided system. Especially when it's becoming clear that the quality of equipment is as important as the quality of generals. President Lemay will invest in new military industry in the South, which provide plain colored locals and mitigate some of the resentment that the white population will feel the CRA passes. Awesome. Liberty and justice for all. When Curtis LeMay first took his seat in the Oval Office, he was not the first man for a job. Yet over the past several months, he's already upended American politics, where he made the NPP and established all his hard work, all his sacrifices, all built up some the magnum opus as president, the Civil Rights Act. Wallace would blow a gasket when he finds out what it contains. The Civil Rights is far more progressive than anything John Kennedy could have developed. His outstandingly strict on our school segregation and brutally transferred segregation. It will sit the Senate floor, and LeMay will do everything in his power to push it through. When he leaves office, he'll be remembered as the only president in history to have thrown away his entire political future to stand up for the other America. Well, service or service. Black communities be serving government through veteran benefits, people through their respect. Through their respect. Liberty and justice for all. Iranian Civil War. New Republic. Token civil rights legislation. Civil Rights Act 1971. Don't remember me now. The president expected the fierce phone calls again. Also immediately as the first few congressmen yelling here, LeMay and calling with the phone to hook off and you'll visit minute feeling completely, totally at peace. He sipped again Congress customary cigar. We wanted to tell me great reformers said to stop in tracks because it would hurt the ballot box. Those presidents spent their years in the White House choked with the fear of losing re-election, but LeMay was not most presidents. Having no desire to stand for nomination, LeMay felt he was in a perfect place to push through some of the reforms America desperately needed after Wallace's abuses of power. Chief among those, the long-delayed Civil Rights Act. Of course, he knew there would be blowback. Most of those who voted for him will also take a good to prevent advance of civil rights to keep segregation going, definitely. Now, however, the president was beyond caring. He could hardly call himself a liberal, but he'd come to see the way blacks were treated in America and patently against the virtues of freedom and liberty, finding fathers who revolted to bring into being. Since he sat in the Oval Office for the time being, he decided to do something about it. LeMay was expecting to send the vice president to shut down corner walls, ran rampant over America. He never expected to do anything consequential unless it changed history. The president finished his drink. He was sure to be reincarnation from the people who were there. Till just recently, he strong supporters, but he couldn't find it. Give a damn. Some people do it, certainly. They'll remember me now. Yes, they will. And he's only barely more popular than the people in the Yonk Eyes. He may save the ticket. I don't know if he'll save the ticket. He may not save the ticket, but there's a chance. There's a chance. let's go for the howitzer. LGBTQ. I guess it's in the future. It's coming. LGBTQ. Smothering flames. Smother the flames. Italian Empire, good for them. Well, now they got the whole United Arab States against them. Advanced anti-air equipment. The Italian Empire definitely has grown quite a bit, and that'll be great. I'll allow it, because I mean, let's be honest here. They're gonna need it to face off the Irons Pact, and I want them all. Anything to help face off the Irons Pact, I'll take it. The Imperial State of Iran will take off the... Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. She's done well. Can't believe her. Well, whatever. They wanna... We'll see who they support. We will definitely see who they support. We have a lot of equipment, I'll tell you that. We can get a lot of stuff out. Stabilize the situation. I think we're gonna go for his help the refugees then. And then we're gonna get a lot of political power and just save up on that. Oh, we got 70k now. Whoop whoop. That's awesome. We have a massive army. Stabilize the situation. Help the refugees. Proved. Fantastic. The Italian Empire definitely grows, I'll say that. The Italian Empire grows a lot. Now they'll be ready to deal with the Irons Pact, hopefully. The United States is in an excellent position to provide assistance on free fighters, attempts, and planes, assist civilian medical teams, for includes. We got 506. What do they have? They have a lot. Wow, that's a lot of civvies. That is a lot of civvies. I only have 257. They have 422. Dang, they have a lot. You know, I thought, America's big. I know Germany's big. Like, they're a big, strong Germany. Darn. Medicine drops. It's fantastic. We're just gonna let it sit. I mean, we want the political power, so it's gonna be great having more political power. We're gonna send these guys over to Australia. We're gonna send these guys all the way to Melbourne, and they're just gonna sit here on the coast. There we go. Then they can defend and crack down on any. There are 10 divisions there. Plus, we Senate elections. Fighting for you. I don't know. It's a long way November. More importantly, issues. Who am I gonna go for? I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to go for the RDs. Let's go. But the NPP may be fun. Let's go with RDs. Well, you know, we're gonna save. Well, yeah, let's save here. It's an important part to save it. So I think I'm gonna get a name for this. There we go. We're gonna save it there. Help electing. Well, there's a lot of people could elect. I think we're gonna go for is help elect the RDs. Let's campaign on the West Coast. We're gonna try and pick we're gonna pick Robert McNamara, but we'll just finish getting elected this episode. And then I'll just show you the election. Well, we'll just come back to this point next episode. We'll get him elected and we'll come back here, I guess, in future episodes to just do the other parts. And just show you guys the whole election thing. It'll be fun. I don't know. We'll just talk. Who knows? But what I do know is, need guns for the. There's nothing here to do. Good here. Good RD campaign. Now, the next thing we can do is lean towards the Great Lakes. Try and pull that back to us. Best of luck to them. And we'll come. Well, yeah, I'll decide we'll come back here next episode. Next episode we'll show you the. Well, let's do this next episode. We'll get to the point. We'll come back here, do the election, show the focusing. So it'll be full episodes, but it'll be in a separate little series, like just episodes, just the end episode getting the person elected. Well, actually, let's campaign in the Great Lakes. Our interest rate is not growing as much as our GDP, unfortunately. Which is sad to see. I'm checking on the horse race. It's a lot of toss-ups, unfortunately. But, well, it's not bad, I guess. Well, I don't know why I did that. Mediocre RD campaign. Ford Reese Mustang 2 provides adapt. Whatever. It's great. We have a lot of convoys. We have a lot of things actually. Let's campaign in the west. Well, I don't want to campaign too much, so let's campaign on the west coast. Yeah. And we'll be able to defend them if Japan ever attacks. We'll put some troops here eventually so we can defend against Ortsburgund in Germany. Actually, I have a decently sized focus 3. I don't know why it has that terrible look to it, but probably because they're, I guess... Because ours is, I guess it's red, so I guess it's not that bad actually, but whatever. Goals are updated. Let's go on the horse race. So there's a lot of toss-ups. Southwest is, but I think we're gonna win with the West Coast and the hopefully the Great Lakes. An excellent RD campaign. Fantastic. Then we can campaign in the campaign in the what's campaign in the Great Lakes again? Oh, 2,000 max. Wow. We've reached a max political power. Days. Okay, that's good that we have 800. We have not 820 in the field. In 1972, Robert McNamara, the president for. The primary caucus is over, and now over 1,000 delegates from every state, territory, and unit converging in Miami Beach, and was in the infamous city of Florida. This year night has been down to two-horse race between former Secretary of Defense, Ford Motor Company executive Robert McNamara, and the South Dakota Senator George McGovern. McNamara is only government post of Secretary of Defense, but believes business efficiency for governing represents a more mainstream opinion. The RD party is moderate Democrat, while McGovern is staunchly liberal Republican, whose unofficial slogan "Acid Amnesty Abortion" has become divisive across the nation. Is opposing major question daylights in the convention. McGovern claims that he can take some of the votes of the NPP center wing while forging new coalition expanding America's progressive future, while McNamara supporters claim that McGovern will destroy the RD party, handing their victories to the National Progressive Party. However, the question between to both options abound: is McGovern too far left wing to hold the RDs together? Is McNamara business experience a boon or a hindrance? Many Republican Democrats are expressing dismay. These are the only viable options I have at this time, raising the concern of lack of support and fracturing party unity. But the results of the final ballot being announced, and the winner is Robert McNamara, the president for prosperity. We're gonna get Robert McNamara in. Well, yeah, let's get McNamara in. Well, yeah, we're gonna end the episode here. Actually, I think this is a good way to end the series. We'll come back to this. I think this is a good way to end the series. We'll just we'll do those candidates all after. Anyway, have a good day. Bye bye.